Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Jackson looking to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. They face 2nd down and 7. On the give, here's Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Jackson now on second down. And he will dive into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 3rd and 6. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Atlanta.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Again, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They run over center with Robinson. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Ray McCloud on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Mooney in motion. From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be caught. They're going to get the 2 points. They're going to take the lead here in the 3rd. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. Tackle made by Nate Landman. Second down and 8. They're going to go right back to Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Here's Hill. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Agholor.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Middle.
Now Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens take a 14-8 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. McLeod now to return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Pitts is the man in motion. To the outside. Catch made by London. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one on target to Moore. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Pitts is the man in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Ooh! And he winds up dancing and spinning out of the tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Robinson.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Henry. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's caught! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. McLeod now to return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Landman.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. And looking to throw, Penix. To the right side and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, pass.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll throw with Penix. Into the hands of London. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. We're scoreless after 1. second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To the air, Penix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Kyren Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. fighting his way through contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Touchdown, Rams! Puka Nacua, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 69 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Dancing to his left. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
31 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid stiff arm. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So second down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. A give to Williams, running right.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Penix to throw. He's got London left side. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Finds his target, Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Penix here from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Penix on 1st down. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Trying for it with Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Working quickly here.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
2nd and 8. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3. From the 43. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Penix now on 1st down. Cut at the 20-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down, it's Penix. This throw is caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
A tight end give right up the middle. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
On 2.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Stop.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals in possession. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Catch made by All. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Finds his man over the middle. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, here's Burrow. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go. Eleven. Dot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
I'm fine. Ready? Here we go. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Richie Grant. The 30. Into the red zone. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
And the Falcons attempting another two-point conversion.
Let's go now. Back at 60.
He's throwing for it. And it's caught. So they try for two once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip. All right, that gets them back on track after the initial miss, Brock. Now up 14-zip following the two-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on two-point tries, they're still in a really good place. Up a couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Get set. Dot.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
11. Dot.
After the sack, another pass on second down. This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow setting to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Burrow to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Dot.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away.
This is caught inside the 15. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Falcons 21, Bengals nothing.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
On one, ready?
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for two.
Here we go. 11. Shot.
Throwing from the gun. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Dax Hill up for the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Motioning the tight end now. From the 47. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down give to Robinson. He gets the 1st and more to the 35. They get 22 on that one. And the Falcons will have a 1st.